I'm going to come over to the island now and actually start prepping for the village, because the sooner I get the villagers into the village, they can start breeding, the farmers can start farming the little bit of plots I'm going to provide them. They'll feed the other villagers, and the villagers will start to breed. More villagers will spawn, and I need the villager count up, as I am going to have at least 4 of every profession. There's 13 professions. I think I'm going to do 2 rows of double-sided professions, the blocks, that they interact with to assign themselves a profession. And so that's 26, so that's 50. I need at least 52 villagers, so I can have a selection of up to 4 villagers per trade. That way, if I should have at least one of those 4 should have a decent trade, so then I can trap them and bring them down into the housing that I'm going to build along the peninsula. So I need to get the village started. So now I'm going to stop work on this part, and I'm going to start planning out the village on the island. So let's go. Okay, to explain what I did, this island is not particularly, it's decently enough square in the center that I was able just to basically, through a little bit of trial and error, mark off every 10, and I came to this being the averaged center of the island. So I'm going to build my town square centered on this spot. The island was 110 by 80. Measured from that block to that block is 80, and then from that block to that block is 110. So I went 113, so 56 by 40. 56 in by 40 in. That gives me what I will consider the center of this island. It's not perfectly square or round. It's got these little, bits in here and this little lagoon there. So it's not perfect, but this is going to be good enough. So now to start laying out the town square and go from there. Okay. So I think I've got the town square laid out where I want the roads and a rough location of each of what are basically going to be like duplexes. And then I'll have enough, I think 14 per duplex, so 24, 28, 56, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, so 56, 66, 76, 86, 96. I should have enough for about 100 beds in just this first ring of buildings. So that should work out good. All right, let's continue. Okay, now that I have pretty much everything laid out, I've got the pathways dug out where I'm going to put like the cobblestone paths through the village, and I've collected all the material I think I need. I've got the different types of cobblestone slabs, some stairs, all the different types of oak, spruce, and birch that I'm going to need, miscellaneous things to make lanterns. I've got the stone and the stone bricks, cobble, deep slate, gravel. That's just where dirt's going to go. And I have an empty shulker box. The reason for that is I'm missing. I didn't have in my silos. I didn't have a single log of dark oak, and I use that as the actual dark oak logs for like the framing members, like my silos over the stuff over there in the farm. I use a lot of that. The dark oak logs as logs. I don't break them down into planks and other things. So unfortunately, I just tend to go through a lot of dark oak log. So at this point, I'm going to just have to hop into the boat in my new marina, and we're going to head over to where the dark oak logs are and harvest a whole bunch, and then we can begin building the actual village. I think I've got all the resources I need. Otherwise, oh really, dude? I've got all the resources I think we need. So as soon as I get these logs, we can go ahead and start building the village itself. And then once that's done, we can start kidnapping villagers. Since let's just say it what it is. It's kidnapping them. We're going to kidnap them from the other villages around and populate that village. And then we'll put in all the once I have a bunch of villagers, we'll put in the job blocks all at once. They'll assign themselves jobs, and then we can start going through and seeing what kind of trades they're going to give us. So right over here is where the closest dark oak forest is, and so we're just going to get in here and harvest a shulker box full. And let's get started. Alright, the way I make, I'll put the pathways in first around the village square and around what will be the four larger, almost like duplexes. And then I'll start to, I'll work on the square and then work on the four main duplexes, and then I'll have to make a decision on what I want to do with the buildings in the corners. So to do that, let me get rid of some of this stuff here in this chest. Alright, don't need any of that. Let's start with alright, so the way I do paths is alright. What I like about this is the lower slab and stairs are not spawnable, and so that keeps, if it's an area that's a little dark or what have you, mobs won't spawn in the pathways. I know you can just literally use your shovel to make pathways, and I think they're safe, non-spawnable. But I always kind of like the look of a cobblestone walkway through my village, so let's get this completed. So now I have the main grid of pathways done, so I'm going to clear out the foundation for each of the four main duplexes and all the dirt from this area, because I'm going to replace this with gravel in the town square. So let's get that done. I picked up what do you got, those pillagers came over here, so I'm going to have to do something really quick, which is get rid of that. There we go. Let's see. Come on. Dump. No. There. Come here, cow. Convenient. There we go. Alright, I've got the foundations dug out and the gravel put in underneath where all these walls here, so I'm going to have the job, so to speak, on either side of these. That way the villagers can walk up into the town square and assign themselves a job. So that's all taken care of. The pathways are all in, and I have the four main foundations dug out for my duplexes, so this is how we're going to do that. We're going to take cobblestone as the foundation, and the floor, I think let's do birch. So let's just convert that, and I'll just do this one, and I'll build this one so you can see how I design my buildings, and then I'll just edit the other. I'll build the other three off camera because it'll be pointless to show you. All four of these buildings are going to be identical. It's not, I know some people like to make each building unique, and with, you know, I don't know what you call it, OCD or whatever, but everything I actually am not very good at that creative, like, natural look. And one of the ways I combat that in my world is by just utilizing the shape of the world, like this peninsula. Okay, I build there's a little hill at the end, at the base of the peninsula, so that's where I put my chateau. The lighthouse goes at the end of the peninsula. Um, this village is here because this is where the island is. So it's that my way of making things natural or have an organic feel. I guess that's the word I'm looking for to make my builds feel organic. Is I just go with whatever Minecraft gives me as far as the layout. But then when it comes to the individual structures, I tend to be somewhat symmetric. Um, so you know, it is. I guess that's that's about the limit of my creative ability. So now that we have the floor in, let's see. Probably. Okay, let's grab dark oak. Grab a bunch of those, and then blocks. Where did I have those a moment ago? I just had them. All right. Grab a couple blocks. All right. Let's do like this. The four corners come up 3, like that. 2, 3. I'm using dark oak planks for the corners. So this is like kind of my standard medieval build, if you will. And I should like that. Whoops. Ow. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. And I like to make sure it's easy for my villagers to get in. So I'll probably go like that. Like that there. And one more layer. Okay. I think that and that, and that. Okay, I like that. That's nice. Okay, 2 doors, 2 windows on the front. More rectangular windows on the sides. I think that'll do. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I can live with that. Okay. So far, not exactly the most interesting looking, but it'll get better. So let's go ahead and set these back in there. Don't need that. Let's see, do I have glass? Did I remember to bring glass? You'd think. I thought I had everything. I swear I... Yes, I do. I have glass panes right there. Okay. Let me grab the doors, too. Do I not have doors? I had doors. Really? I didn't bring... Oh, okay, good. I didn't have enough doors. I'll have to make more, but I have wood, so they're good there. Like that. Let's put it right there. And have the handle on the inside. So you can actually... You click here, and then the door opens to that side. You click on that side, it'll open the other way. So on this one... Oh, I instantly screw it up. And you go like that. That way both handles are to the center for symmetry because OCD. And put in the window panes there. Or this side, window pane, and door, window. Oops. Make sure you use silk touch on glass or you'll just shatter it. And there. Okay. Not too bad. All right. Now for the roof. Let's get the dark oak logs. Grab those. Oh my god. That's there. Okay. And some scaffolding material. Okay. That. There we go. That's that side. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. I know some people don't think it looks right leaving the bark on because that's not how you would do it. But the roofs I have a specific way of doing that I like. Okay. And these will have an attic. I don't think I'm going to put a stairwell in, but these will be so not two-story, but they'll have usable space. But I don't know if I'm going to incorporate that into the design, but we'll see how this goes. I have an idea in my head of how I want this to look. It's just a matter of whether or not it's gonna. Let me adjust it. It's getting dark for a second, and get a whole bunch of roof tiles, and make a 4 stacks. That should be so. Dark oak is like the framing, if you will. Dark oak columns, dark oak logs, and then for the actual roof, I like to just use spruce. That's my traditional building method. That's or there you're going to have spruce roofs on all the buildings in the farm, and then the structural members are dark oak logs mostly. Like on my silos at the farm, those are all dark oak logs with a spruce roof. That's my and then I have birch floors and oak for all the things like fencing and doors and tables and stuff like that. So that's my standard MO for how I like to build things. So let's see if I'll try this. Like that. I always have the roof overhang all 4 sides. Whoops. Yep, that'll work. And then again on this side. And we'll come out to the edge. No. No. Really? Do I want to do that? No, I don't think so. Not on a house. This house is too small for to have the more heavy duty like look to it. This house will be more cottagey, I think. Stop. Why you? There we go. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Now for the gable ends, let's. What do I have? I got that. And let's grab some dark oak logs like that. Actually, yeah. All right. Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'll do that. I would have preferred. No, I guess that's okay. I like. All right. Yep. And you see the logs sticking out. I can live with that. Okay. I need. The bottom needs more depth. Let me find. What do I want? What do I want? Let's try something here. I need to light this area up so that I don't have to keep sleeping through the night. This whole place will be lit up like a day, and that and being on island and it being completely lit up, I think will protect my villagers really well. Let's see, that one, and then let's try this. That's not bad. Yep, that's good. Okay. Yes, that's better. And that there. Yeah, this won't change the appearance on the inside, but it gives the house more depth on the outside, I think. I'm going to do the same thing to the roof. I did it on those. I have a lip that runs along the edge of the roof just so it sits off the log a little, and that will give the gables more dimensions, I think. On really big builds, I actually set the logs in one so that you have a lot more like dimension along the gable ends, but this house is small enough that I don't think I want to do that, but let me see. Let's see. there. So let's. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I think I like that better. All right, same thing on this then. Yep, I think that's the sauce. So let's get this side too. Okay, not too bad. Alright, it's definitely too dark. Stuff will spawn. Let's build some lanterns, because that will look way better than torches. This is a village after all, and the way to do that, I brought the goods. I just haven't done it yet. So you take torches in the middle, and do you no. Okay, so now that we have the iron nuggets, let's use the right material. Yeah, like that, just like that, like that, that. Look at that. Boom, 64 lanterns. Very nice. Okay. Let's see what makes lantern. I hear a monster. I'll bet you it's in the attic. So stairs is on the other side. It's full of monsters. Okay. Die. Alright, let's light this place up. And where's the middle is right there? Why do I feel like that's right there? Okay, that should keep this monster free. I feel like dormers would make sense. Like, I need dormers. Wonder. All right, let me try something. Yeah. Okay. Let me. Oof. There's a lag there. Grab that. 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 And that. Let me put dormers in and see if we like that with them more than not. Hmm. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, perfect. Yeah, let me, what do I got? What do I got? Let's try that. I can live with that. I think that doesn't look bad. Let me mirror it. Let me put the other one on. See if I'm content with that. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, what do you guys think? Is that nice? Question is, do I do it on both sides or just the front side? I guess I could dormer both sides. I don't see why not. Let's do that. Whoops. I know I forgot something. There. There. So good. Light in the attic. Close the attic up. I could use it. I don't know. Whoops, that's not the thing I was going to do. Okay. That one there. Good. Okay. That ain't bad looking. I think for a village house, right on the square, just nice. It's got good depth along the sides, front and back, the dormers. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, good. Attic's lit up. I need to build 3 more of those. One there, and one there. And then I need a bunch of beds. So let's go. And now there are 3 more. I used up almost all my materials, but I had just enough. I've got lanterns in the attics and inside to light them up a little bit. So now I need to make a bunch of beds, and then it's time to start kidnapping people. I mean, bringing villagers into the village. So I'm going to go make a bunch of beds and make a bunch of boats, and then we'll start the process of bringing our villagers into the village. Also, I'm going to turn this into a fountain. This is stairs with a block in the center, and I'll make this a nice little fountain. I just need to get a piece of glowstone from the storage silos. And then I'll probably have like some chests and a bell on each side just for symmetry and to finish off the town square. Also, I will, right off the bat, I'm probably going to make farmers and then plant crops around the perimeter so that the farmers start doing their farmer thing and breeding more villagers. So I'll run into my silos and grab the stuff I need and make some boats, and I'll be right back.